What's up, guys? BTBS here. Welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft ModSauce. It is raining. Of course it's raining. It's always raining. Where's my bed? There's my bed. Yes, I have been taking your recommendations to heart as to what I should be doing next. There's something I want to do before that though, because I've got my own little list of things I want to do. And one of the things I want to do is get better power supply. So I've been using blocks of coal in survivalist generators, which are cool because, you know, they generate 720k RF at 5 RF a tick. But it's a 64x generator, so it's actually 320 RF a tick. And I've also been using a culinary generator for that little extra burst of power. I believe I've been feeding it epic bacon. Because it gives 79,000 RF at 42 a tick. It actually gives 2,000 RF, 2,700 for like 2 seconds. Pretty damn impressive. That's an awful lot of power. But it's just too much of a pain in the ass to sustain all this. So I actually want to build myself a big reactor. I have a little image of how I want to build it. I used a big reactor simulator online to plan it. And it should not be too hard. It's only going to be a 7x7x3, believe it or not. So, yeah. Oh, actually, before I start that, I did a few things off camera. I have upgraded my crafting system with more co-processors, and I've added a second one. I believe the more co-processors, like for each co-processor you have, it allows it to access one more molecular chamber at a time. So I just stuck a bunch on there. It's not like I'm short on resources or anything. So yeah, I just stuck a bunch of them on there to see how that would get along. I did some general tidying up. I'm pretty sure I spent some time going around the end and collected some more thingamaboobers. I actually spent a long time just doing stuff off camera, and now I can't even remember what I did. I know a lot of my time was spent fucking around making these. These are really expensive to make. Oh, that's right. I programmed into my crafting system how to make bedrockium. So I can just be like, make me some bedrockium, yo. And then, yeah, see? I programmed all that into my crafting system just because, why not? So what I want to make today is, I'm going to start with just a normal reactor. So, casing, I'm going to need a lot of iron. How is my iron supplies? I've got 2k. Let's chuck another one of those in there. Right, so I'm going to need a lot of iron. I'm also going to need, I think, graphite, which you get from smelting charcoal. Yep. Good thing I keep a lot of charcoal on hand. You go in there. Get another one of you running that. And as well as a lot of charcoal, I'm going to need some yellorium. Now I know I've got some yellorium. Yes, I've actually already got some ingots ready. That's good. I also have 30 miniature red hearts. That clearly says yellow, and I searched for yellow, so yeah. Herbaderp. Yes, I just need the graphite really then, don't I? This might be running a bit slow because I'm not that good on power right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to generate more power, but you know, when I'm using that big crafting system downstairs to make a lot of things, it takes an awful lot of power. So, you know, there's a few things I need to actually pay attention to when it comes to power. That's why I'm building a big reactor, so I don't need to pay attention to shit. So we're only going to want a few of these. Let's see, it's going to be a 7x7x3. So 7. I'm gonna want about a stack of these, and the rest can be not ender tank glass. What the hell did I click on? Ender tank glass. Big reactor. Big reactors has an ender tank? Huh. Oh god, it sounds like one of the nearby neighborhoods is doing some construction. Sorry if you can hear that. I'm looking for reactor glass. Where the hell is reactor glass? Am I blind or something? Big reactor multi-block glass. It's called ender tank glass. Huh. I hope that's not something different, because that would really... If I made a couple of stacks of that, and it turned out it wasn't the right thing.
Oh, yeah, we'll start to ender
tank glass. Oh yeah. You actually need to, there we go. And then I'm going to need some fuel rods. How many fuel rods? 5. And it is just a 1x1 on interior, so I actually only need 5 fuel rods. Wow. And then to go above the fuel rods, we need reactor control rods. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to need some more of these. And that should be about it. Where do I want to put my reactor? I'm assuming down here, since I've got the space. And then just run the power like up through the walls or something. Yeah, fuck it. I'd like to bury it 1 block into the floor, so... Man, this pig's a little fast. So yeah, it's a 7x7x3, so that is now a 5x3, 5, 6, 7. I could make it float actually, seeing as how small it is. Like if I move these, I've got 4 room. Nah, bury it in the floor. That's the good old-fashioned way of doing it. Just bury it all in the floor. That, you know what, I've got something in my bag that will help me with this. There it is. I mean, it won't help me that much. Yeah, I mean, this is like the smallest big reactor I've ever built to actually use. And, I think that's kind of weird at the same time as being kind of awesome. It's just like, yeah, I don't even need a huge big reactor. This will do. I'm building a small reactor. And the Uranium is going to go there, 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 and there. Then the control rods. And then I need some gelid cryothium is my my liquid of choice. Cryothium. I know I've had some of this at some point, but I'm pretty sure I actually used it all. Yeah. What did I use it all for? Making something probably. Oh, my cryothium things for my backpack. Yeah. Gelid cryothium. Yes, so I know dust. Let me just check how much I've got. 48. That might be enough. I seriously doubt it though. Magma Crucible. You're the fast one, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yeah, that ain't gonna be enough. So, Cryothium, there it is. And we are missing Blizz Powder. So, redstone infused with snow, sorry, infused with destabilized redstone. Snow, redstone, this has 48 in it. You get some buckets and grab out what I can. And I will just pick that up. Actually, I don't think that deletes the content anymore. Oh, it does. Good. Good. Done. And whoa, my controls suddenly got really sensitive there. Chucking some snowballs. Yay! This does not move as fast as I thought it would. It has all 3 speed upgrades in it. I mean, it's doing a fair amount of work. I can see why it wouldn't move as fast as I thought. Grab another stack of redstone. I think the problem is this world is just getting too old and full of stuff and too laggy. I actually recently upgraded my video card. I haven't actually mentioned this in a video before. I went from using some dreadful old video card that was terrible. It was like a 1 gig 6670. It cost me like 50 quid 4 years ago. And I actually just recently upgraded to a GeForce GTX 960 Extreme Wind Force, because, you know, the more words that your card has on it, the better. No, I spent like 4 or 5 days researching what card to get. Damn it, what's that called? Blizz Powder, it is. Yeah, I spent a long time making sure I was getting a card that was right and would fit in my machine and all that. And I mean, it's a fantastic card. I can now play games with graphical settings. That's how good it is for me. But the one problem is it doesn't really help with Minecraft. Minecraft is more of a CPU intensive game, and my CPU is kind of old and crappy. I bought it in a bundle when I got my when I bought my rig originally. When I built this computer, I bought my CPU with RAM and my motherboard for about 180 quid. So yeah, not exactly the greatest thing. It ain't some liquid cooled monster. You know, it's very basic. It's got decent capacity. I mean, it's 3.8 quad core, but it's just not fantastic. Cryothium there. I think I'm gonna need more cryothium. Yeah. Not too much more though, which is good. And up we go. So I think I'm gonna need to do all of that again because I don't have any more. Oh, it's actually niter I'm out of. Actually, I believe the best way of getting it is chucking sandstone in a sag mill. Maybe not, because nothing's coming out. Yeah, okay, that doesn't seem to be a very good chance. What about sandstone in pulverizer? No? Really? Saltpeter ore. There's 15% chance in a pulverizer, but I think the problem is these. Minus 30% secondary chance. Okay, so how did I get it all before? Because I got enough of it to make a bunch before. So clearly I did something. Sag mill has a 15% chance, and that's it. Really? Wow, did I just spend far too long doing it last time? Did I maybe do it off camera? Like, did we get... Actually, we didn't get too screwed on that. And I think we actually made back more sand than we spent. Because of the dark steel balls having an extra output chance, I think we actually made a profit in sand. That's an interesting idea that you could profit in sand. 42. Yeah, now we're out of that blizz powder. So let's just grab some more redstone and some more snare. Oh, I hate waste. Right, redstone, get melting, snow, get transposing, and let's just come back up and check on this. Almost done with the stack. Yes, we put a stack of sandstone in there and we got like a stack and a half out. A stack and just over a stack and a quarter, and more niter. Nice, nice. Put more snow in there, put more redstone in there. I need to clean my desk. It is filthy. Ugh. Go, chuck more snow in. That's probably more than enough by now. Just going by how much we needed before and how much we need now. Each one of these, I might as well check, gives 100 millibuckets. So like that, and take, that's already in there, we might as well use it. Yeah, so we're going to have 6 extras after this. Do that, get the buckets in there. Do. And let's just see. I probably should have counted like exactly the amount of everything I needed, but that's no fun. Bucket there, bucket there. And we definitely need one there. We also need one there. And there, and there. And we actually have spare buckets. Oh well. I don't care about spare buckets. Ow. I thought jello cryothium was supposed to cause snow all around it because it was so cold. I'll take that. Yeah, most people use enderium, liquefied enderium stuff. Molten enderium. I can never remember what exactly its name is. But this is actually more efficient for this reactor because of the. Like I said, I used a reactor planner, and it lets you simulate reactors of all different sizes and everything like that, and what you want to use inside them. Right, for my reactor, I am going to need a controller. Lovely. I'm going to need a power tap. I'm going to need an access port, which I believe is how you put the fuel in. I don't need a coolant port, I don't need a RedNet port or a computer port. I'm actually going to want 2 access ports in that case, so that I can put stuff in and pull it out. Access port, there we go. Now I want that to be about there. Reactor controller. If I do that, that will let me place it. I thought so. Shit. How did I manage to fuck that up so badly? I had one job. There, reactor controller. Now the reactor is formed. And now I need input and output for my vest, which I want to do over here. And here. And this is set to inlet, this is set to outlet. And it would also help if I had some Yellorium. Go. I have no idea how much it's actually going to take to fill up this this reactor, but I don't need to put it in there. I need to put it in here. It took 20 of it, so probably 4 per thing. And if we activate reactor, yeah, I only need about 900 RF a tick to be just happy, but 2.6k. And it's nicely effective. It uses 0.035 millibuckets a tick, and it's generating a nice amount of energy. So yeah, reactor up and running. I love big reactors. I love how simple it is. And now I just need a power tap. So the real question is, how am I getting the power from where it is to where it needs to go? And it's probably going to be over here. Ah, there you go. It is making snow appear. Yes, it's probably going to be something here. I probably want to go into the wall all the way. Not too much. Pickaxe might be a little much, to be honest. You know what I should do is, while I'm using this pickaxe, just take off the haste glove. Because I don't need haste at the same time as I have this pickaxe. This pickaxe OP as shit. That is floor. That is mid wall. That is low wall. There we go. Because I already have this to go up and down, so I might as well use it. Grass? Why did I break that? Right, yeah, this brings me right into the back end of my system here. And I'm going to want my power to go in there. Oh, this pickaxe on its own just destrolishes cobble. That's interesting. Okay. Where is my power in this system? This is it. Nope, that's item conduit. Where's the energy acceptor? Energy conduit. This is where my power comes in this system. Okay. That's a lot easier then. That's the energy acceptor there, yeah. So I just need to plumb it into there. Which is simple because I come up over here somewhere. Here, this is where I come up. So I just need to touch this and I'm set, basically. Let me just get in there for some energy conduit. There we go. Might need a little more of that if I've got any available. Yep, good, good. And we just put the power tap right there. And for now, we're just going to run this straight out. Like so. Everything should be connected up now. I do need to get out of here. I also need to put that back. This is how I get in and out, yes. Wanted to make sure I didn't break anything unnecessarily there. Now I believe, because the way this power network is all laid out, this power comes from upstairs and goes around. Yeah, that's my main power supply there. So I'm gonna need to move it and just change how it works a little bit. So let me grab all of this. And these. Also that. Because I still want some power up here. What I'm going to need to do is reprogram where the power goes and from how and how from. Get out my inventory. So, instead of putting power out this way, there's going to be one up here which collects power. And the power is going to come up that way. So we put this here. We make sure the back side is set to output power. Yes. And we make sure the bottom is set to input. I'm never sure if red is output or input. Right, 1 second. Let me break this. It still has power in it. Really? I just broke you. Fine, you know what? Let me drain you then. Yeah, you're not so fucking tough now, are ya? So, we take this. We set it to orange on that side. Now let's see. Is orange power input? Orange is definitely power output. If we change it to blue, it stops running. So orange is output. Good to know. So the bottom of it set to blue, the back set to orange, and then it will gain power and it will feed this system. And if we grab a stack of iron ore, we can throw it in there just to put some stress on this system so that it starts pulling power. And it looks like it's not even pulling enough power to make this drop, because right now all of this should be being supplied with power. Oh no, it's not actually getting power because of the corner there. I wired this really fucky, I must say. So if I put that there, and then this is outputting orange? What the hell is going on with this system here? Yeah, orange. Why the hell am I outputting orange power? I'll put green. Green power is best power. Now what I need to do is go through here. Ooh. And change out the orange. The orange. Hang on, what? There's oh right there. I was just looking at that, I was like, why is there a wire going to the side there? But it's cool. Green and green, and then green and green. Really? You will put this just everywhere else apart from where I want it to go? Oh, there was actually still an orange there. Okay, my bad. My bad. And let me just drop that real quick. Put that down. Take this, and what I need to do is just click the sides so that these pipes all hook up, and there's a pipe missing. So let me drop that, and let me drop that. This is a terrible game of musical chairs I am playing right now. But if we do this, all the gas pipes should now link up. This is now pumping power out into the system. Yep, all of that's working. Everything is working fine. My inventory is amazingly full of shite. No, it's not amazing that it's full of shite, it's just there's so much shite, it's amazing. And yes, so everything looks like it's working now. This power is coming up, feeding into all of this. Should always stay pretty much full. Where's my magnet? So my reactor should now be running everything, if it's running at all. Activate reactor. That might help. Yeah, there we go. And if we just take a quick peek, it looks like, yeah, it's stable on its temperature as well. I don't know if there's been any temperature things added yet. I really hope not, because the temperature stuff for these reactors is proposed to be super dangerous. And what I'm going to do later, or probably off camera, is I'm going to hook up these so that the waste, because the waste comes out here, eject waste, there's no waste yet, comes out in the form of cyanide bars, and you can process those in a water thing that this thing gives you, and then you can turn them back into, I think, plutonium, which is another kind of fuel, so you can actually feed the reactor off of its own waste, which is super effective. And yeah, I'm gonna end this episode here. I'm gonna do some testing and just make sure everything is all good, everything's getting power, that sort of stuff. You know, there's always little problems when you hack a base together as like bluntly with a machete as I have. There's always little things that go wrong. I just want to make sure everything is fine. It should be, but I want to make sure. So yeah, I'm going to see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We actually got quite a lot done, even though it doesn't seem like it. And these are going to go downstairs and be added to my my power supply network. I'm going to add them so that the power goes like to all these, and these feed the network instead of going just out like this. So, actually no, I'm going to leave that like that for a second because I'm going to be doing other stuff once I end. So yeah, I will see you guys next time, and I have a list of things that I'm planning on doing, and maybe we'll actually do some of them. Yeah, there's quite a few mods in this that I still haven't actually played with at all, and I have recently updated to the most recent version of Twilight Forest, and the most recent version of Britannia, and I know a few things from the not Fallout, Thorncraft that I want to play with. So I've got a list of like 30 things that I could be working on, including 2 mods which I love. Well, 1 mod which I absolutely adore, and 1 mod which I think is cool. Also, remember to leave me any ideas for things you want to see me do in the episodes. Just leave them in every episode. Peace out.